What is the general definition of the title IMBONI? As per the research and obviously as per izambulo zemboni, Dr. Uzuleswe. So guys, I hope you're all doing so well. I welcome you all to our channel, Spirituality Revelations, where anyone and everything that is to do with izambulo zemboni, Dr. Uzuleswe. So guys, I think I thought about this title IMBONI and its basic definition. You know that angithi as per izambulo zemboni, imboni means that umuntu who is a spiritual guide. It means someone who is a spiritual guide uembulelwayo waembulelwa ukuthi anike isizwe imibono yezwe lomoya. Wabo. So guys, okay, I heard that from Imboni and I went through more and more research about this title Imboni. Like Imboni, if I can break it properly, Imboni, I can take Embo. From Imboni, I can take out Embo. Enbo. Yabo. I can even take out Imbo. Imibono. Yabo. She means imibono. And yet embulelwa. She means imibono iya embulelwa kuyo umuntu azonika i-guidance to a nation. She means imibono iya embulelwa. Imibono iya embulelwa kuyo umuntu ozonika a nation guidance. Yabo. That's the mandate of a spiritual guide. Ukuembulelwa imibono. And I took imibono and embo from that title of Imboni. That shows ukuthi Imboni, he's not deceiving us. He's telling the truth about the meaning of Imboni. I didn't see it that way, but I took it as okay, spiritual guide, okay. But when I go through this word Imboni, I take out imibono and embulelwa. Imibono ya embulela kuyo lo muntu lona ozonika isizwe i-guidance. Now, let's come to the word embo. We have indulged deeper. Now, let's come to the word embo. What is the meaning of embo? Ne? Embo, in basic terms, is something ancient, or it is the African origin. Lapho siphuma khona. Embo is an African origin. Lapho thina ama-Afrika siphuma khona. Embo. Kukhona ingoma yamaXhosa ithi masibuyele embo. Masibuyele embo. Yeah, it says, yeah, it involves such words, ne? Masibuyele embo, guys. So basically it means ukuthi we have this person whom we call Imboni, the spiritual guide. Imboni embula or reveals, have got spiritual revelations about the ancient life of our ancestors. Which means Imboni reveals about how our ancestors were living in those ancient times through the use of spirituality, of course. Guys. Which means Imboni is here to reveal spiritual revelations about the ancient times or the ancient belief systems of our ancestors. Because guys, literally, if we can literally think, as an individual, if you're sitting inside a car, you cannot always face forward all the time. You ought to look upward, downwards, and sideways, plus at the back. So for you to go forward, you need to make sure that the environment around you is conducive for you to drive your car safely going forward. That's the function of Imboni. Imboni is to look back, which means Imboni is the center of the nation. basically in terms of spiritual guidance, not a car, but in terms of spiritual guidance, Imboni is the one who's driving the car, is looking upward to see what can hurt my people, or how can I save my people from what is in above and below, sideways, and at the back, that can literally help my people to go forward. Which means that's the function of Imboni. While isizwe silehlekile, Imboni comes and saves the nation through looking at the back, sideways, upwards, downwards, so that the isizwe leso can go forward. Which means we need Imboni for us to go forward in terms of guidance yempilo zethu. Which means Imbo, it means ukuthi you look at the back and use what has been there for you to revive the now, so that you can go forward, guys. You revive so below, so above. Which means you revive the past, you heal the past, you revive the roots, basically. You revive the roots, so below and so above. You revive the roots. Isihlahla kumele sibe sihle ngaphansi. For that plant to grow properly, the roots must be proper. That's the function of Imboni, is to strengthen the roots, is to strengthen the past, because our past, guys, our ancient belief system right now, iyavuka, but it was not sleeping, but it was being suppressed. But the function of Imboni is to revive that of which has been so suppressed for a long time, for us to move forward as isizwe. That's the definition of Imbo. But guys, now obviously happy another scientific or research definition of Imboni is the person who reminds the nation of the importance of looking to the past. Which means this person always reminds of the nation of the importance of looking at the past. Ukuthi isizwe sethu, let us look at the back and see what can we take from the ancient times, use it now for us to build the future. And the future is now, guys. You build the now. Now, guys, from the title again, Imboni, I'm going to take Mbo. I get to have Imboni. I'm going to take Mbo. Only M-B-O. Mbo. What is the origin of Mbo? Mbo, guys, we have the Mpondos and the Mfengu were originally part of the large Mbo people, and they retained the name Mbo for themselves for a period after they have migrated down the eastern coast of South Africa during the Mfecane Wars. I'll talk about the Mfecane War in the next videos, maybe in the next 2 videos, I don't know, it will depend. I'll talk about the Mpondos and the Mfengu, where did they come from originally, and how did they come down here to the southern coast of South Africa, eastern coast of South Africa actually, because of Mfecane War. I'll talk about Mfecane War in the next videos, guys. I'll talk about the Mfengus and the Mpondos. Yes, so that's a topic of its own. Those two titles, Mfecane Wars and the name Mpondo and Mfengu, those are topics of their own. I'm going to spend a lot of time stressing on those titles. I'll talk about them. So guys, Mbo is the nation, is isizwe, which means Imboni is here to make sure that he revives isiso sembo. Masibwele embo. It means let us go back to where we come from, our origin, from the Nile. Let's go back to the Nile River, guys. That's where we come from. Let's go back to the north. Masibwele embo. So the Ngunis, they come Embo. The Ngunis Wapuma Embo. But obviously, we'll talk about such things about going forward. So now, Masibuyele Imbo, it means let us go back to the people we were before the African wars, before colonization, before the destruction of our land. Let us go back to the people who we were before we distracted, guys. That's what Mbo means. Mbo is a nation, is the people where the Mfengus and the Mpondos comes from. The origin of these people, or the origin of most of Africans here in Africa. That's where we come from Embo. So hence now we are mixed cultures, we are mixed in terms of our DNAs. So we cannot say ukuthi if umXhosa ngoku kumele you do not originate in South Africa. If umZulu, you don't originate in South Africa. If umSotho, you say that you originate in Lesotho. No, we are mixed people. You are mixed in terms of, we don't have tribes, but in terms of our clans, we are mixed people. You can find that your great grandparents, you don't know ukuthi we Xhosa, ugogo and umkhulu wemZulu, then they got mixed, and your grandparents bamixana namaswati, then your father and your mother, maybe they come from other tribes, then there's you, and here you are, you find yourself as umupedi, but originally bokhokho bakho were amaZulu namaXhosa. So we are mixed, guys. Hence the concept of xenophobia does not apply to us Africans, because we are mixed in terms of our bloodlines. We are all African. We come from one ancestor. So you have to say umXhosa, there is no such thing as umXhosa umZulu. We are just divided by the colonizers. We are just one thing. We come from one person. We come from one ancestor. Yes. So guys, in the next video, okay, before I finish up, so Mbo as a word has got, Mbo is the people, is Sizwe, is the nation. Mbo is a nation, and this nation has got forms. There are other forms of this nation, which means there are other nations around Mbo, which means there are other forms of the word Mbo. The first one is Embo. Embo ilapho siphuma khona, origin, ngithi. Then another word is Hambona, Imbo, Mambo, Mbu, Umbo. We'll talk about these words in the next videos, because they can mean, I don't know about what do they mean, Umbo, Mbu, Mambo, Imbo, Hambona, but we just only know Embo. What does Embo mean? We don't know about other words, but I will literally make a research about them and come back to you guys in the next video, which means there are many videos about the topic Imboni as it is. We will finish it off. Maybe then we're gonna have more parts about the title Imboni. Nyabonga guys, until the next video, masibuyele Embo, Zulu no Kai.